So my name's Josh Hegarty. I'm the founder and CEO at Cloud9 Fulfilment. When we were choosing our WMS system, we really wanted to ensure that visibility for the client was there and was key for us. So they had a real-time position on their business, because as an e-commerce business owner myself, I realise how much trust you have to hand over your whole operation to someone else to look after. So giving the customer that key visibility was really part of our plan, and Helm and Dispatch Cloud provided the perfect solution. We give our customers insights into their company, how it's performing in terms of their picking, their packing, their dispatch, their stock integrity, stock levels. They should be able to view their stock as if it were in their own warehouse, and that was really sort of the mindset we went into the whole process with, is that we didn't want their visibility over their operation to decrease, and by using Helm, it facilitates that perfectly. Well, when we're talking about integrations and what Helm and Cloud9 in partnership can offer, it's quite incredible. We didn't want to be limited to a certain number of either carrier or e-commerce channel integrations. We wanted the full suite, and really through extensive research we found that Helm offered far more than anyone else in that regard. So it really is plug and play. It's as simple as that. We want to connect to a channel, we have the ability to do so, which is fantastic from a sales perspective, sitting in front of a client and knowing that whatever channel they come up with, whatever they want to operate on, we're going to have that solution. I've got a lot of favourite features in Helm, to be honest with you. There's quite a few that stand out. One of which I think really sets us apart from our competitors is the Pack system. Having that camera linked into the Helm system, so as when the first item in an order is scanned, it starts recording all the way through to the point at which the label is generated, really encapsulates that picking process. It shows our customers the quality of the operation we're running. We've had numerous occasions where a customer's with Pack has claimed not to have received the goods, and actually upon inspection of our video on the Pack system with Helm, we're able to show them quite clearly that the item was indeed included, and perhaps the customer's not noticed it somehow, or forgotten that they've received it, or indeed perhaps not being so honest with that declaration. So it really helps protect our customers from any chance of fraud or anything like that, and more than that, gives them real confidence in the job that we're doing for them, and helps us defend ourselves as a business if a customer raises a complaint of any kind. Billing is a huge part of any business. It's what we're all here for, to get paid, but at the end of the day, if your billing is inaccurate or can't be trusted, it's going to cause friction with your clients. That's a given. So again, relying on a manual process when you're processing such a volume of orders, you're going to miss revenue. There's going to be lost revenue there for the business, and then on occasion you'll make a mistake if you're doing it in a manual way, and you'll potentially try and overcharge the customer, and that's going to cause headaches and embarrassment for all sorts of reasons. So by using Helm to ensure that our billing is accurate and automised, we keep control over that, and actually we allow our finance team to focus on impactful changes for the business rather than just keeping up with the day-to-day process of invoicing the clients. If you're setting up a 3PL and you're wanting scalability, and you're making that choice between a piece of shipping software and a true WMS, you need to make the decision, I suppose, about how big do you want to get, how scalable do you want to be, because a WMS is absolutely critical if you want to hit any kind of scale. You need to make sure your stock integrity is right, you need to make sure your locations are correctly mapped. There's all sorts of things that a normal piece of shipping software wouldn't do that Helm does. And for us, it was a no-brainer to make that choice, and I'm glad many times over that I did, because without it, chaos would reign, and with it, we feel like we've got a really organised, systemised, process-based business. So.